welcome to the new series, To Hellas or Verona. Is that what I'm calling it? Hellas or Verona? Yeah, that's what we're going to call it. Been thinking about that name. Kind of like it. Just going to say it a couple of times more. Hellas or Verona. So we have taken over in the Italian League, Serie A, with one of the favourites for relegation this season, Hellas Verona. And, I've had a look at the team. It's not terrible. Expectation-wise, according to everybody, the media reckon we're going to finish. Okay, we're going to finish 18th. Originally, it was 19th. So we've moved up in the world, which is exactly what you want to see. Brescia and Lecce are the only teams below us currently. And who is our best player according to we're very far down. Amrabat and Borini. That's how you know you're not a great team, when one of your best players is Fabio Borini. No offense, but you know. Gianpaolo Pazzini. I didn't even notice we had him as a player. Gianpaolo Pazzini. Oh, I used to love signing him in older FMs. He was such a good striker. Speaking of good strikers, I went the strong one. We have another previous striker I used to love signing back in like 2005, 2006, 2006 I think it was. Used to love signing Emiliano Bonazzoli. I used to love signing this guy. He was a hidden gem, I'd say. He was really, really good, but not all the time. So we have had a quick look at the team. I've put together what I think we're going to be using. So, as you know, Amrabat, who's on loan from Fiorentina. You might remember him from his time with Feyenoord or Utrecht, maybe. I don't know. He's playing for us this season on loan. He's not really had much of a career. Corey Gunter, one of my favourite players from previous FMs as well. I used to love having this guy at centre-back at Borussia Dortmund whenever I managed them. Or just signing him away from them and just using him because he was really good. His career's fallen down a small bit, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. We have a very bloated side. Speaking of, we also have, if we go to the under-20s, we have quite a large under-20 squad. So we need to shift some of this on. Eddie Salcedo is a guy that needs to be in the senior team because he is 5th best striker, I reckon. I think we might play him a lot this season. I think Eddie Salcedo is going to be quite an important player for us. And then the other 18's not too massive, which is ideal. You do not want to see 30 players, 40 players in the under 18s. I think we have an awful lot of culling to do because we are quite close to the wage budget max, or what we're allowed. We're not too far away from that, so we do need to get rid of some players. We have 7 million in the bank, which is delightful. We don't have any debt. We do. Okay, never mind. We do. We have 9 years worth of debt. Fantastic. So almost 5 million left to pay off on that. That's just delightful. We have 3 million to spend, and this is what we're going to be playing. We're going to be playing a fluid counter-attack because they want us to play counter-attacking football. So I think this is, as it stands right now, how we're going to be playing. I definitely need a better right winger because we only have like 4 players that can. Oh, we have 5 now because Salcedo can actually sort of play there. Not really. So Borini is actually our best right winger at the moment, which is, less than ideal. But Stepinski looks a decent striker. So we're going to give him an opportunity. He's been playing for Chievo for 2 seasons. It wasn't great, to be fair. It was not great. We have a lot of actual non-EU players, like not necessarily in the first team, but in the under-20s. I think we have like 3 that are out on loan, which is just insanity. We have 3 players out on loan that can't play for us. Daniel Bessa is an Italian Brazilian who is currently on loan in Brazil. He has had an interesting career since he left Inter Milan. He actually went on loan an awful lot Well, he was at Inter Milan. Had a meh season with Bologna. Had a season with Como. Then went on loan to us, and then we never really played him. Well, played him in his first season, and then he went out on loan to Genoa. We see he might end up being a player that we do play. Who else? What else? Let's look up. Oh, dynamics. We haven't had a chat with the players yet. I haven't gone through any of the things. This is all I've done is bring up the tactics, had a look, see what we had, and created a tactic from there. Hierarchy, 7 players like me, which is a good start. Miguel Veloso, who, again, another ex-Wonder Kid. We've just assembled a bunch of ex-Wonder Kids at this club, and I kind of like that. This is, I don't know how much football Veloso is going to get here, but I remember back in the day when he was at Sporting, it used to cost like 60-70 million to get away, to like bring from Sporting, and then went to Genoa for 7.75 million. It's quite cheap, if I do say so myself. He was in Ukraine for a while. That's just so random. Okay, fair enough. But we do have a large amount of players on loan, which I know it's Italy, but don't really like that many players being in on loan. We also have a bunch of players out on loan, including Liam Henderson, who's on loan at Empoli. I think this guy might be decent at football, so if we have the opportunity to recall him in January, maybe we do. We'd see how the midfield gets on. But yeah, we're going to have a look at getting rid of some of these players. Berardi, unfortunately, I think he may have to leave. Never really had a chance as a first team player. He spent 3 seasons at Messina. Played relatively well, regularly, I suppose. Not well, but we don't know how well he actually played, but played regularly. Hasn't really had a chance since then. I think he's probably first on the chopping board. We'll have to have a look and see as well. Oh, Boschetti. Oh, I used to sign him all the time. Oh, this is just a bunch of players I used to sign before. Oh, I like this. Oh, I do like this. So yeah, we're going to have a look at the expectations and whatnot. How many does it say? How many we have here? No restrictions played. Okay. Verona players in the last year of the contract. So we have a significant amount of players whose contract are expiring. So we need to have a look at them. There's plenty of it there, I would imagine, wouldn't be given new contracts. Pazzini, I think he may have to not play football after us. He has an impact sub, which is fine. So he can sit on the bench, and we can, if needs be, we can bring him on. What they're expecting of us is to sign players from the lower leagues of the domestic game, play counter-attacking football, hence why I've gone for a counter-attacking option. We do have a few different tactics. So I have this 5-3-2, fluid counter-attack. We have a gegenpress, my notorious 4-2-4, which I absolutely love using. That's going to be our attacking one. And then we have this fluid contract. So maybe I get rid of... thought I had this one as something different, but this is the one we're going to be using mostly. They want us to sign players, or sign young players, to develop for profit, which I'm quite good at developing young players anyway. Just have to go back and watch my Hair to Hero, and you'll see that I'm very good at giving youth players an opportunity, and they generally do come good. They want us to work within the wage budget, which is going to be a little difficult unless we get rid of some of the players. They do expect us to fight bravely against relegation. So if worse comes to worse, and we do get relegated, probably not going to get sacked. But they want us to reach the 4th qualifying round, which I would imagine is fairly close to when we'll be entering we enter the 3rd qualifying, because we need to win 1 game to reach the minimum expectations. And then they just want us to remain in Serie A. So I'm just going to accept that. That is fine. I can down with all that. We have some players came back in top condition. Someone reported Badu reported back injured. Actually, squad registration. How many non-EU players do we have at the moment? It's not going to say here either. 4 space to fill 1 squad. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Delict is the biggest transfer so far. Romelu Lukaku. Yeah, it's been Juventus has signed 26 players. Well, we have a couple of players that are coming in. So we have Crescenzi, who is in our under 20s, and he is leaving us, which is fine. And Badu is going to be joining us in July, but he's currently here on loan, which is fantastic. And look at all these players we signed. So we're already running on a loss. So we've already spent more money than we brought in. Most expensive was Samuel Di Carmine. I don't think he's going to get an awful lot of football, if I'm honest. I don't think he's going to play a lot. We've a lot of strikers who I prefer. Who are you? 16-year-old goalkeeper. Why would you sign him? He's terrible. So yeah, we have a bunch of players that a lot of the loan players I'm obviously going to be looking at, considering if they're going to be worth keeping. Players that have left. 2 players have gone to Spal, which is pretty much the majority of our money. We had a South Korean international left winger. We are short on wingers, and we've decided to sell one who came through Barcelona. Fantastic. So much fantastic. Actually, there's one thing I didn't look at. So we've good youth and training facilities, which is better than I expected, to be honest. This is the tactic they were expecting to play. 3 centre-backs. 4 across, 4 in front of them, 2 and 1. Yeah, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, maybe we don't play with wingers. Because I was considering this, because it doesn't have these issues, with terrible wingers. Or the fact we don't actually have a winger. Which, but then we lose out on, where is it? Iseric, who is a pretty good winger. Could play as an attacking midfielder. I need to look at the tactics again, because this one is it's gone. Okay, never mind. We're not going to be using that tactic. We're going to figure out something. I might create my own tactic, see what we get on. We are going to come back for no, that's not what I meant to do. We will come back for Coppa Italia 3rd qualifying round, maybe. Yeah, why not? And we start the season against Inter Milan. Woohoo! Fantastic. Ooh yeah. That's going to be delightful. We have a very difficult run in October. Roma, Juventus, AC Milan. October is not going to be fun. October will not be fun. This is my manager thing. Profile, that's the word. Yeah, it's just up here, my profile. I've gone for just whatever they recommended. I just hit the recommended for Hellas Verona. So we shall see. My coaching style is technical. What's my 18? Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, I was going to say, if it was technical and then my technical was 12, wouldn't really make sense. We're also on 12k, and we have a 2-year contract. We'll see how we get on. Hopefully we do well. I am open to international jobs, preferably Italy, because obviously we're in Italy. And in previous series, I've managed Hungary, New Zealand, and Ireland and France. So we've done a little bit of a world tour of international management, but yeah, this is just a little intro. So maybe we don't play the first game. We'll see. For the next episode, definitely has to be Inter Milan. I think we have to play Inter Milan and maybe Cagliari. But we have a lot of fixing that needs doing, considering not playing with wingers might be a good idea. We have to see. We'll see what we're going to do. But as I said, we need staff as well. This is. I didn't even mention this. Our staff is terrible. We have 3 fitness coaches, and they're all shocking. So we need to figure out what we're going to do with that. We've no actual coaches. We've 1 goalkeeping coach. It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. Our head of youth development is fine. Our director of football is meh. We have 3 doctors for some reason, and a chief doctor. Our physios are all shocking. I think this guy's the only one that's even remotely decent. Yeah, he's got 14. Our head physio is like 13. Yeah, and then we have another physio who's like 10, something like that. Yeah, so we have to look at this madness and see what we can do, because it's not looking good. My assistant manager, also trash. He's trash. Just pretty simple. Matteo Parro, I am sorry, but you are not very good as assistant manager. You're not very good. You may have been an ex-Juventus player. We actually played some games. Most of them were in Serie B for Juventus, but still. He was a decent footballer. Not really an assistant manager. So, we have 7 million in the bank. And we have an awful lot that needs fixing. Pazzini is the captain, vice-captain Miguel Veloso. Makes sense. Oh, Bogdan Jokic. I think he could be quite a good player as well, this guy. He has heaps of potential. We just signed him from Red Star. That is Red Star? Yeah, Red Star. Couldn't really see the badge properly. So I reckon he could be quite good. We have to see how he gets on. I'm going to leave him in the under 20s for now. According to this, he's 5th best attack midfielder. Where would he sit as in terms of central midfield? 9th. But he has potential to be a Serie A player. He's currently operating at the Serie C level. We are secure financially, which is, what you want to see. And we're sponsored by Synergy, which, currently sitting in 20th. If we survive relegation this year, I would be more than happy. We are expected to finish just inside the relegation zone. But I think we could avoid relegation. We'll have a look and see what we can do transfer-wise, because we do need to, sell. Maybe do like a little fire sale. I'll go through all the players and see what we have to get rid of. Because, like I said, big squad. Don't really like it. I want more, like, less players in the first team. 27, a touch too many. Just a touch. See if we can get money for any of these players, and then I'll bring you back for Inter Milan and Cagliari in the next episode. Should be an interesting one. We'll have a little catch up on the transfer window as well, how we're getting on to that point, because we should have a little bit of time left transfer wise anyway. Transfer window, how long is left? We have like 8 weeks, is it? Yeah, 8 weeks. 8 weeks left. Our most expensive signing, 3.1 million for a player who's not very good at football. Velotti is the most expensive player. We got rid of Mazzella, exactly what I want to play, and he's a good all-rounder. Fantastic. We sold a player that would fit perfectly in my system. Okay, that is where we're going to end this introduction to Hellas Verona. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Share with all of your friends, and I will see you in the next one.